Итак, знакомьтесь, боец в синем углу. Ему 30 лет. Рост 187 сантиметров, вес 93,25 килограмма. Его профессиональный рекорд 11 побед и только одно поражение. Его стиль ММА. Дамы и господа, из Алматы, Казахстан, Фадам Асылжан Бакытжановый. Его соперник в красном углу. Бойцу 34 года, рост 182 сантиметра, вес 93,5 килограмма. Его профессиональный рекорд 15 побед, 4 поражения и его стиль ударная техника. Дамы и господа, из Санкт-Петербурга, Россия, приветствуйте, Алексей Буторин! Рефери поединка Виктор Корнеев.
So Viktor Korneyev will be the third man in the cage for this light heavyweight contest. Height and reach on the side of Azoljan Bakhtiyanouli. 4 years the older and the more experienced Alexei Buturin. Azoljan Bakhtiyanouli sacked in the blue corner. Alexei Buturin in the red. Me, Brian Lacey, alongside Brad Pickett calling the action here in Moscow for ACA 111. Nice inside thigh kick there from Sak. Buturin's counter-striking though. One of the fighters he has knocked out on his path to that title shot was Evgeny Engabadiev.
Who was, yet again, was a real big.
Huge.
So like, he's not this familiar with fighting someone this sort of size.
You look at all of them. Corey Hendricks as well, towered above him. Oh, a nice outside thigh kick.
This is where I feel Buturin needs it to be. If Sak's going to stand there and trade with him, this is play right into Buturin's game.
Ooh, front kick and now Buturin swarms. Sak, nice angle out of that from his back against the fence. Those thigh kicks though, Brad, they are going to add up. Oh, and now turning kick to the midsection.
See, look at Buturin's sort of face though, he's trying to time Sak committing to come in and go throw a looping shot. We've seen many people fall victim to.
Sak really is working that lead. Oh, he's dropped him! There's the power of Buturin, the left hand connects. Sak back to his feet though.
Sak straight to survival sort of mode, and he's gonna have to do what he's doing now, is close this gap.
And look
try and recover.
But look at the knees and the clinch work from Buturin, even with his back against the cage. Managed to raise them up and connect for it with a couple. But that's a taste of the power, Brad.
Sak, I think that's going to change up Sak's game plan completely. Where he was contesting it on the feet, I got a feeling now he's going to want to stay in this sort of range and try and get Buturin down where his physical advantage will play well.
I have noticed that Bakhtiyanouli really is working those legs, even in these realms. He's up a nice dirty uppercut there from Bakhtiyanouli. Still working it. Look at the welts on the legs. You see that as the shorts separate on Buturin. Now he's looking to check them.
Got to be careful though. That's why he's kicking more, because he's so aware of the power that Buturin has. We saw that with Buturin land. He's clipping with a left hook. Sends Sak crashing to the canvas. He recovered well.
Recovered well indeed, and Sak has only been finished once. That was by the submission. That was by Muslim Magomedov at ACB 86. Oh, there's the takedown.
This is exactly what I thought Sak's going to have to do to try and take away the power advantages of Buturin.
And this is the blueprint laid out by Dovletjan as well. If you can keep Buturin against the cage, use your extra weight, your advantage there.
But this is where, for me, his size becomes a factor when it comes to the wrestling and grappling thing. When you just saw on the feet, you saw Alexei Buturin looking really well, and landing a heavy shot, dropping the Sak, who's by far the bigger, muscular guy.
Sak pulling away that base, Buturin trying to get back to his feet. 1 minute 20 seconds.
Sak just chipping away, trying to just Oh, good little punch there as well.
Yeah, he's finding a home for these short shots.
Doing a good job of trying to get that wrist control so he can get his legs out, which he does so.
But look how Sack is making carry the weight. Touring 50 seconds. Now back to his feet, leaning against this cage. Ooh, short knee from Sack. Oh!
Good shots here. Here they've landed, but Baturin's going to try and break free.
He's got such a good clinch, Baturin. Knees in the middle. Eating shots, though.
Last 30 seconds.
And as you said, Alexei Baturin only been to decision once, and that was in the fight against Dovletjan. 15 wins, 15 by finish. 14 knockouts, 1 submission. That's a great driving takedown there from Sack. Big end to the round for Sack.
Yeah, it makes that a very interesting round, obviously. How'd you score that? Because apart from that knockdown, it was literally all Sack.
Well, if you're going significant strikes, there was only one real significant strikes, but obviously control, wrap it, and even damage some of the shots that Sack was able to do up against the cage. They all accumulate.
Let's not forget those leg kicks. He's been chipping away really well with those leg kicks as well.
Yeah, and here we go. We get a little view of that shin bone.
And that's his left hook, the double left hook. Oh. Drops him down.
And here we go. Here's some of your own medicine there. Baki Januli. But Baturin did so well to get it back to his feet, but when they went across the cage and Sack timed that double leg, picked him up, took him to the mat again. Great first round. I think Baturin has seen the game plan of Sack, and I think Sack has felt the power of Baturin.
I honestly do believe that game plan was reignited, or got ignited by the left hook of Baturin. Sack realised, okay, this guy does have genuine power in his hands. I need to watch this. I think his game plan now is to try and push Baturin back to that cage and get those takedowns we just saw at the end of the first round.
So round 2 of a scheduled 3 here in Moscow for ACA 111. Baki Januli from Kazakhstan in the blue corner. St. Petersburg's Alexei Baturin in the red. Me, Brian Lacey alongside Brad Pickett, and now they start standing again. Let's see how long it is before Baki Januli goes for one of these takedowns. Oh, he's trying to... Oh, he's calling him on, Brad.
He's pressing forward, that's what he's doing. But you've got to be careful what you asked for.
Nice shot to the body from Baturin, then went upstairs, but blocked by the shoulders of Sack. And there's the takedown attempt. Good work from Baturin.
I think that's one of those things where I think Sack's trying to call him on, trying to get him into a gunfight so he can time him and level change him and take him down. Good leg kicks, they're just so thunderous.
And they add up. If you've never felt a leg kick before, yet alone one thrown by a 94-kilogram trained human being. That shin connected on the femoral area. Now the body shot connecting from Sack. A reply there from Baturin across the midsection. Oh!
Sack's coming in with his hands down. He's very dangerous, but I'm loving watching this, Brian.
It's super dangerous.
Look at him. He's calling him on.
He's trying to add the pressure. Baturin taking some deep breaths. Oh, turning side kick there from Sack. And now the takedown attempt. And that's what it was all about.
The corner was in panic mode before he did that. And they wanted this to clap in. They don't want their fight, obviously, to stand there and trade. That plays right into Baturin's sort of style. That's the best chance Baturin has to win this fight.
And we talked about the veteran performance of Georgi Kishigan earlier, and he's now in the corner, sat right beside us with Sack, giving him advice, and I'm sure, just as he made the adjustments against the Bulldog, the powerhouse that was Mamor, he'll be advising the same to Baki Januli.
He's in a good position, just chipping away, body and head. Nothing really off the bottom here by Baturin, trying to cover a little bit of the posture, trying to block some of these shots, but no real attempt to trying to create some space or get some frames.
control here. Turns him away from that cage. They're so heavy. This is where the weight makes a difference, right, Brad? Baturin, he could, if it was boxing, he could step in there with a heavyweight, a super heavyweight, because he contains the power, that magic touch which can knock out any man. But now this is where the weight is paying dividends for Baki Januli. Heavy shots on top.
Yeah, he managed to get a bit of posture so he could rain down some heavy blows, some hammer fists and elbows. Baturin was controlling him, not doing a bad job of stopping the damage, but now Sachs found the way to chip away at Baturin's body.
Oh, there we go. Now Baki Januli flattens him out again. Positionally, he's doing very well as well. Oh, heavy shot.
This is right in front of us, Brian.
Now his head is,
these shots land.
His head is pinned against that cage. 1 minute, 15 seconds. Now Baturin has regained full guard.
Chipping away again.
Right in front of his corner. Every shot they're cheering on.
He's kind of just doing enough as well, staying active so the ref doesn't stand them up.
Yeah, it'd be crazy if he stood him up from this position. Sack has got control and also dropping down a decent volume of shots, Brad.
And also they're landed, they're not getting blocked.
40 seconds now for Baturin to try and stifle some of these attacks. See it through into round number 3.
Again, he's just chipping away. Baturin getting his back to the cage now, throwing a couple of little shots, but he needs to clear those legs. Sack very aware of that and shelving those legs, stopping him being able to get back to his feet.
Nice little trip there from Baturin.
Just wasn't quick enough there to get himself back up. Sack doing a great job of pushing his head, controlling this position. Last 10 seconds.
Baturin will survive this round, a tough round. And we will go into round number 3. Superb execution once again. Baki Januli almost taunted him on, Brad, exactly like you said, but he was using that to make Baturin get involved in that firefight and open up the takedown.
Yeah, he did a good job, and that's the thing, that's twice now. That's 2 times in the first round and in the second round. There was 1 takedown, and then that was it. I don't think Baturin has really anything to get back to his feet with this monster on top of him, just chipping away, scoring points.
I would love to weigh Baki Januli as well the day of the fight before he steps in here, because he hits the scales bang on the limit. He steps on the limit, and then he goes and he has over 24 hours to rehydrate, Brad. And you just wonder how many kilos he's dropped, maybe 10, 15 kilos.
Yeah, I mean, and like you say, Alexei Baturin just kind of walks onto those scales. He's probably, and
he
when
quite
he does,
literally walks on there.
And he's underweight most of the time as well, with his clothes on.
With his clothes, fully dressed, straight from bed, step on the scales, head for breakfast.
Round.
Alexei Baturin in the red corner, Baki Januli in the blue. Third and final round of this light heavyweight contest. A potential contender eliminator. Certainly will put the winner in that conversation up there with Muslim Magomedov as far as who will take on Dovlet Janyak-Shimorado. Oh! Both connected then.
Unbelievable, Brian.
Is it Alexei Baturin eats a shot, then feeds one right back to Baki Januli to take the victory. 1 shot knockout power.
I've just shot up so quick, Brian, I think I've done my knee.
Baturin took a deep breath before he stepped in. He ate a shot just before that as well.
I was just about to say, Brian, this is when Baturin is dangerous. Sack landed a couple of heavy shots and got a bit overconfident. But he did in the second side, dropping his hands. You cannot do that to a man who possesses the power to shut you off with 1 punch.
And that is a statement knockout to bounce back from ACA 103. that loss against Dovletjan, that right hand, that money maker. This is it. This is all she wrote. Bang.
And it was a one-punch, walk-off knockout. Absolutely spectacular. We've been highlight reels for many years. Boom. Textbook overhand right on the button. Didn't need any follow-up. Walked straight off. Take a bow, Alexei. Take a bow. You can see there, little sigh of relief. Super happy. Had it all to do with in that third round. You see, like Zach was running away with this fight after getting dropped within the first round. Went to grappling, which he was doing very, very well in. But then, the start of the third round, he got a bit confident when he landed a couple of heavy shots himself.
You okay?
And then you don't fight fire with fire, especially with someone who has knockout power like Alexei Petrun.
Дамы и господа, рефери поединка Виктор Корнеев остановил бой через 26 секунд третьего раунда. Победу нокаутом одержал Алексей Повторин! Санкт-Петербург, Россия.